Do you have experience with buying, renovating, and renting out real estate in Canada? I get annoyed when people are like, have you done that in Canada? Have you done it in Indonesia? Have you done it in Australia? It's all the same shit. Economics is economics because humans are humans all around the world.
If you want a coach, get Derek Moneyberg. He knows what he's talking about with business, entrepreneurship, and stocks. I've been the Marcus Mastery too. It's amazing. Moneyberg mentoring, only 4 weeks in. It's amazing. Book to go on Real Estate Riches. Knowing Derek, I mean, if you see a pattern there, I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. But you gotta fucking put in the work. You gotta care about your life to want that shit. So, I mean, it's just your life. Anytime I've ever gotten a coach, I've increased exponentially. I've grown into a better person. So, do that shit.
Daniel K. I have opportunities to grow in a huge, I think you mean way. I have opportunities to grow in a huge but would require to lose direct control of the projects and bring in teams. I already make a great living. Would you risk a great business on a throw of the dice on a greater risk-reward business? The difference is millions versus hundreds of millions. I'd have to know more detail, Daniel. I'd really have to know more detail about exactly what you're up to give you an informed decision. And I'm happy to do that. I'd encourage you to get on the Moneyberg mentoring course. Click that link and get on the Moneyberg mentoring course. Happy to get to know you personally. Happy to get to know exactly what your situation is so you can make a more informed decision. And, the millions of dollars is nice, but you're saying millions versus hundreds of millions. It's a lot of money. But you don't want to fuck up your millions either, do you? So join the Moneyberg mentoring course. Click the link and join the Moneyberg mentoring course. You're exactly the type of client that I have a friend that's in my mastermind group, right? His name's John. And, John runs a business. He does huge construction projects. He has some contracts that are $2 billion, would it be? $2 billion, billion dollars. $2 billion projects. His small projects are, 150, 300 million. So he has huge, big infrastructure projects this guy does. So I know construction. I've been around construction forever. There's a reason I'm buying all these tape measures, okay? Happy to help you. I could help you. Probably there's nobody else that could help you make a better decision, and it's not much money to you. It's very much in your best interest to join. I'll just leave it there. Very much in your best interest. If you're serious, you're exactly the type of client that we like to hang out with. You're exactly the type of client we like to have. Colin D says, how do I buy an island or other nuanced scoped? You probably don't, Colin. If that's your biggest question, then you probably don't. Richard M says, I'm in, that he's joined the course. Congratulations. Congratulations, Richard. You're going to have a great time. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot. It's going to be life-changing. You're going to work your ass off, by the way. Not a leisurely course. You're going to work your ass off, but you're going to learn a lot. It's going to change your life. Asmir says, hey, Derek, thanks for everything. Last week's, I'm constantly pushing myself to build my business and grow it. Probably would not have ever started if not for the program. I noticed talking to prospects that I am bad at selling. I have no clue how to get them to the close. Could you point me in the right direction and to learn that and get better? We're going to talk about marketing and sales, and we're also going to talk about negotiation and communication. We have 2 full weeks that are going to help you later in the course. So in your current course, in the Moneyberg mentoring program, we have 2 full weeks that are going to help you on this exact topic, okay? Philip's all about his $1 million. David Y says 8 to 10 million. Probably shoot higher. David, with all respect, there was a time when I would have been happy to have $10 million. And, now that I've done that, I'm like, well, I know I could do a hell of a lot more. It'd be weird if I don't go find $100 million. I feel like at this stage in my life, it'd be weird to not go find $100 million. I used to think 50. But, the current economic situation this year, when an event happens that you can multiply your net worth, well, you only need that to happen a couple times in your life. And I think we're going to have more of those opportunities. Jesse's wants to make big money. Richard, big money. Got to have that million plus. Bashir, people are leaving California in droves because of high taxes. How can landlords make money? Bashir, when everybody's leaving in droves, when they're leaving in droves, and the property values are going down, then imagine you bought those properties. And then imagine someday, when a politician comes to their senses and they're like, oh, actually we've destroyed our economy. Actually, the fifth biggest economy in the world has been fucked. Maybe they'll stop voting for idiots that are destroying their economy. There's places in California, like Orange County, like most of Northern California, where they're not communists. There's people there that are serious business people and farmers and high quality, good quality people that are not communists. There's a lot of opportunity still. I don't like California. I think it's full of communists. But there are a lot of people who are not communists, and there's still a lot of opportunity there. I don't want to live there. I'm never going to live there, but somebody is. The weather's nice. It's a nice place in general. It needs different leadership. That's all. Rogero C. Hey, Derek, do you have experience with buying, renovating, and renting out real estate in Canada? I get annoyed when people are like, have you done that in Canada? Have you done it in Indonesia? Have you done it in Australia? It's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. Slightly different tax laws. Couple different tax laws. Economics is economics because humans are humans all around the world. All around the world, the humans have very, very similar DNA. Tiny, tiny differences. Basically zero difference in their DNA. So you just got to understand, well, given the tax laws in a particular environment, in a particular jurisdiction, given the government restrictions or subsidies in various jurisdictions, then what will the humans do? That's all you got to understand. So will it work in Canada? Yes. Would it work in the UK? Yes. Would it work anywhere else on fucking Earth? Yes. Yes, it'll work in all those places. Yes. Don't pretend like, it's a form of narcissism when people pretend, oh, my situation is so much different. No, it's not. No, it's not. Humans have a similar DNA all over the world. All over the world. All over the world. John C. says, my ultimate goal is to build my wealth, spread out across my family, then do what I can to support the black community. Whatever you want to do, John. You're not going to do that being broke. So just like you said, your first sentence, you said, my ultimate goal is to build my wealth. Build my wealth, and then take care of my family, and then help another group of people you care about. So good for you, John. Yeah, a lot of people here. A lot of people on here are talking about bigger money. Jonathan H. says, Derek, I'm creating my first product while going through mentorship. Can I have experts in the niche I'm making this info product and review and approve the product as a variable way to borrow authority in this niche? I got to read that again, bro. Creating your first product while you're in my Moneyberg mentoring course. Can I have experts in the niche I'm making this info product for review and approve the product is a viable way to borrow authority from this niche? Ask me on our call this Wednesday. Bring it up and let's talk about it on Wednesday. And I'll let that rattle around in my head in the background. I can see a couple ways where somebody could fuck you up with that if you bring that past the wrong person, they're going to knock off your shit and try to do something slimy with it. Or I see what you're trying to accomplish, but let me let that rattle around in my head. Bring it up on our mentoring call on Wednesday, sir. You always ask good questions, Jonathan, by the way. You always ask good questions. Keep that up. Keep asking smart questions, sir. If you didn't like this video, please feel free to unfollow. My clients and I celebrate when the wrong person leaves our lives. But if you did like this video, if you're a person that's dedicated to success, dedicated to a better life, make sure you like and subscribe. I have a lot more to share with you. I look forward to seeing you at one of my live events in the future or as a client on one of my paid mentoring programs.